How's it going today, guys? My name is Naka. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a nice professional looking flush mount for your Echo Dot. I know there are plenty other flush mounts out there that Amazon and eBay sell for maybe from 15 to, I don't know, 40 bucks is what I've found. And I've seen some where it's flush mounted to the walls. I've seen some where it's outside the wall that plugs into your electric outlet. Me, I wanted something that's inside the wall. But before I decided to pay that amount, I wanted to see if there was something that I can find where I can actually do this myself. And I did find something, and I think it's very professional looking and it really looks nice. And it only cost me $2.59. And the only tool that you'll need will be this bad boy here. Let me zoom in. These are needle noses, dikes, whatever you want to call them. Just call them needle nose. Dikes is not a good word to use, but this is what I used. Now, this right here is what I purchased from Home Depot, Menards, or whatnot for $2.59. I've got 6 of these because I have a large house. And my initial goal is to put these over the house where my Echo Dots will connect to my Bluetooth that's inside the wall. That Bluetooth is connected to an amplifier that's also inside the wall. That amplifier is also connected to speakers throughout my entire house, where if I ask her to play something, this music is throughout the house. And if I want that music to stop, of course, if I'm in a certain room, let's just say upstairs, then I can ask her to stop or maybe play the volume at 10%. I don't know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to create today. So this device here has to be 4 inches, and all it is an inside pipe drain, flush fit. All right, that's what you want. And thickness is about that there, and this is the actual pipe itself. Now, you can put the mount here, and you can see that she just kind of fits perfectly in there. Now, let's just say you just don't want to do the way I do it. You could also do it this way here, where she's inside of this mount here. And if you choose to, sorry for the drywall, guys, I'm going through a little rehab thing here. But you can also sit her right inside this here, but she won't be lined up, centered. She'll be pretty much down here. So what I wanted to do was create something where she's seen and also where she can breathe as well. So I'm gonna come back over to my table. I'm gonna take this out here. And I also want you to see that when you look at the Amazon Echo, that we've got these ports here. We've got the power port here, which is right here. We've got the auxiliary port. And I need both of these, or maybe just one for right now, because I'm going to be using this as Bluetooth as well. But I'm going to need this here. So if I set her down in this here, I can't get to those electric outlets or that port. Even if I try to not do anything to this here and feed something into that, that cable is going to kink. And I want that to kink. I want it to flow into this device here. So I'm going to give you the results of what I've done. Of what I've done. 1, 2, 3. These are my results of what I've created. She's in there. She's in there. But remember, my wires, I want them to flow in. So what did I do? I cut a section out of this flush mount where my wires can now flow into this device instead of kinking itself into it, which probably wouldn't be able to fit in there. And if you really look at it, see these vents here? I really like that because now I know that my Echo Dot is also venting itself. And once I put this into the wall, it's going to look nice, professional, with the vents as well. All right? And remember, guys, it only cost me $2.59. So what I'm going to do is I'm holding my phone with one hand. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back and I'll show you guys exactly how I got started with this. All right? Let me pause it. Okay, guys, I'm back. So now here's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm going to take this tape off here, and I'm only using these here. So you've got two sides of this tool here. You've got this side here, you've got that side there. Now, I want to use this side here where this part here is flushed up against the wall of this mount here, of this pipe drain. And I want to be able to cut each side of each wall out. Okay, now these are not long enough to go down in, so what I'm going to do is flip this over, and I'm also going to cut out each side, but I want to make sure that, once again, that this side here is flushed up against the wall. This way that once I'm done, my results will look like this here. Once I'm done, it will have a nice opening here. So let me pause the video. I apologize. I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to show you exactly the results are. 1 second. Okay, guys, now I'm back now, and I'm going to show you exactly how this looks. I'm going to be cutting this in. I've cut all the corners, and this is the results of how it looks once I'm cutting it in. Now, like I said, these don't go all the way through, so now I've got to flip this over to get each side. So give me a second here, and I'll come back and I'll show you the results of that. Okay, guys, I'm back here, and I want to show you that I've also, on the inside, I've cut each layer, each wall with the other side there, but I still can't push that through because it's still stuck. So now the trick that I've done was, instead of this in here flushed up against the wall, and I'm going to turn it the other way. Well, turn it the other way, sorry. Turn it the other way and go this way, but just once. But I'm going to come from the top side, not the bottom. So give me 1 second. I'm going to do that, and I'll show you the results. Okay, guys, I'm back here, and this is not the finished result, but we're pretty much halfway there. And get this out of there. This is the opening to what I was trying to get to. Now, on some of these here, you may have to shave these down a little bit, just a little bit. I'm gonna do a few of these here as well, just to get just to shave this down here. And once I'm done, this will slide in. Just with a little pressure. You don't have to be too strong with it, but we're gonna slide it in just with a little pressure. But we want to make sure that before we put this in, we want to make sure that we're going to be cutting out a section for this here. So I'm going to cut this out here for now, and then we'll get started with cutting out the sections of this here. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got that all cleaned out for me, for my likings here. Now I want to zoom in here, and I want to show you that I've already started a cut here and a cut there. So all I've done was take my needle noses and I clipped in. Like, these are not long enough to go all the way through, but just enough where I could clip this here, where I can bend this back where it starts to peel just a little bit. Now, I don't want to go down too far, because then what I'll do is I'll end up damaging this part here. So I don't want to go down too far. So I'm going to get this stuff off here. We're going to slide the dot in, and then we'll be done. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. This is the finished product of what needs to be completed. There's a section there, and if you look, I didn't go past the 2 lines here, which was more than enough room for me. So now what we're going to do is put the dot in, but we want to make sure that we line this section here up with what we just cut out. We don't want to put it over here, but then we'll find ourselves twisting this. So now what I want to make sure that I'm doing is I slide this in, which will slide in nice and easy. I'm going to slide this in, give it a little push here. I want to make sure that when I press this in, that it goes all the way in. Now, I can't do this with one hand. I'm sorry, guys. So give me 1 second here, and I'll show you the finished results. All right, guys, I'm all done. Finished results is, once again, like all the others, which are right here. I've got 2 more of these to make, but this is the finished results. And if I go on the border side or the outside of the Echo Dot, you've got just about that much room of sticking out. And I've got this vent that allows this to vent if it needs to. I'm not sure if it does, but just in case, I've got that. And on top of that, when my cables are being fed in to this here, they flow into my device instead of it being kinked into this device here. So we're done. Now, how will you mount your device? It depends on you. Now me, I'm going to be putting mines up into the ceiling here. Well, this part is not done there. I'm going to be putting this up into the ceiling where I can speak to her this way, or I could choose to put it right here, which is eye level, chest level, inside the wall here, and speak to her that way, and have my electrical wires and everything else in the inside, like I said, which will connect to everything as far as my speaker system as well. All right, so guys, this is how you do it. This is a 4-inch device here. You need a 4-inch hole saw is what I'm going to use with the drill. Drill a hole, put this inside, and nice and easy. All right, so my name's Naka. Guys, have a nice day, and I'll speak with you soon. Hey guys, just wanted to touch base with you again on the Alexa project. I'm sorry, I should have said her name. On the Alexa project here. Like I said, I've created this mount here. Bought this this flush mount for $2.59. If you round it out to maybe $3 total. Only took me 5 minutes to complete. And here's the thing, guys. This Echo Dot here is the white kind. So if you have the one that's black faced, these can also be painted. Be painted black if you choose to. And you can have it done that way. But she's up in the ceiling. It's about maybe 10 feet in the air. She responds very well. Especially me sitting on the floor. I sat on the floor as low as I could. Had the music playing a little bit. And she responded very well. Alexa, increase family room lights to 100%.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off family room lights.
Okay.
So there she is, guys, and I'm hoping that there's a ceiling fan that I'm going to be putting here. It's a rather large ceiling fan I'm going to be putting here, right here in the family room here. And I'm hoping that this large ceiling fan doesn't infect me speaking to her. And if it does, then what I'll do is end up just relocating her to probably somewhere where it's chest level, stuff like that. But yeah, this guy's only cost me $3. I like the results of how it looks. She responds very well, like I said. And here's another finished product of what was created, like I said, with only $3, 5 minutes of your time, and yeah, that's it. Now, what I would suggest is I drill a 4-inch hole. We'll probably go a little bit smaller if you can, just to get her to shimmy up in her to fit very nice. That's the one thing that I need to create next, is something that will get her to stay up in there without me having to glue her up into the ceiling, which I'm trying not to really do because I don't want her to really be permanent. I may switch it out and do something else totally different. But I'm going to figure something out where I can get her to mount up in there nice and flush, where I can actually get her down instead of me going up into the attic and maybe possibly shimming her out. But other than that, guys, I really like the results once again. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.